Welcome to the Benny Report. I'm Benny Johnson. Weak, joyless authoritarians have always suppressed free expression, especially the kind that mocks them, makes fun of them. In colonial America, mocking the king would get you shipped off to England and jailed. In imperial Japan, making fun of the emperor meant a death sentence. In Soviet Russia, comedians were forced to submit their jokes to state authorities for approval. Tell an unsanctioned joke in Soviet Russia, you'll find yourself on a mandatory work trip to Siberia. Unfortunately, the gulags did not collapse with the Soviet Union. They just migrated here to present-day America, and they became digital. Share an unsanctioned piece of content in this country, and you'll find yourself in a digital gulag every bit as dehumanizing as the Russian model. We found this out just a week ago. Remember when Kamala Harris spent about an hour on an airport tarmac near the southern border to see the horrific humanitarian crisis that she created? Then she did nothing. We, of course, made fun of her for that. Here's a good meme. On the border, I'm here, now what? Here's another good meme. This is exactly how far Kamala Harris was to the actual crisis on the border there. But this is the meme that really got under her thin, translucent skin. Kamala serving tacos with her face on them to the press corps. This isn't a real photo. It's an obvious Photoshop. It has a watermark. But it's hilarious, and it was also fact-checked by professional fact-checkers and deemed fake. Then they slapped a label on it, on our meme, slapped a label on it, on Instagram, alerting the entire internet that this is not a real photo. Thank you, fact checker. Thank you. This is the headline of the actual fact check site. I read you the headline, not making this up. Fact check. Kamala Harris did not serve tacos that featured her likeness to journalists aboard Air Force Two. No wonder the left is so joyless. Imagine doing this for a living. This is what you do. This is what you do all day. Fact check memes. Think about the precedent it sets, by the way, also. Here's a photo directly from Kamala Harris's own Instagram. She herself posted this graphic. Was Kamala actually standing next to Obama and Michael B. Jordan here? Is that a real photo? It looks like a Photoshop. That is fake news. Better fact check it. How about Nancy Pelosi? This is a real image of Nancy Pelosi taken this week. Is this a doctored image? Does anybody think that those are actually Nancy Pelosi's eyebrows? Of course not. They are by definition doctored. Every image of Nancy Pelosi should come with a disclaimer, therefore. This is why we say the left can't meme. We've been saying it for years, but this statement is a statement of absolute fact, and it's more important now than ever. Why? Because memes are an art form completely and totally owned by the right. Because we are the ones with a sense of humor left, a sense of creativity, a sense of joy. The left is, in contrast, dominated by joyless authoritarians addicted to control, and they cannot control our memes. The memes of the right often seek to mock these hysterical libs, and they do so very effectively. This is why there is a global push by the authoritarian class to ban memes. We're not joking. The European Union, an unelected, soul-sucking, transcontinental supergovernment, paid real money to study memes that make fun of them. This is what they found. On screen now is an actual EU Commission report. You can find it online. And it's titled this: "It's not funny anymore. Far-right extremist use of humor." The 18-page weepy report actually attacks free thinkers who make memes to mock, and we're not joking here, this is real, libs who, we're quoting from the actual report, we're quoting here, "do not question the information that comes from mainstream press and politics." Oh, the horror! Could you imagine a world where we questioned mainstream politicians and corporate media? This is how threatened the most tyrannical rulers are by meme culture. This is why memes are banned in communist China, precisely because they are effective. Specifically, in communist China, Winnie the Pooh is banned. Why? Well, because Winnie the Pooh looks eerily like communist Chinese dictator Xi Jinping. Have a look. I mean, it's uncanny, really. The Communist Party of China, it's a great meme. The Communist Party of China can openly promote nuking Japan They can run concentration camps, and they can birth a virus onto the globe that kills millions. But show them a yellow cartoon bear with no pants, and they get shook. Our authoritarian class hate that there is a media in this country that they cannot control. Only libs are allowed to control media. Don't you know this? Like what happened this week. Check out professional thespian turned part-time Pelosi denture boy Adam Kinzinger doing his best to perform for the January 6th Commission. Go ahead and dance.
You know, you talk about the impact of that day, but you guys won. You guys held.
Okay, well, all right. That's pretty embarrassing. Of course, we memed this. Go ahead and check it out.
You guys all talk about the effects you have to deal with, and, you know, you talk about the impact of that day, but you guys won. You guys held.
Come on. Hey, come on. It's Oscar worthy, really. They want to block memes here in America because they are effective. They're an effective way to influence culture. When you can't control something, when libs can't control something, they work to shut it down. We know this on this show. 2 years ago, we made a meme of Nancy Pelosi tearing up some of the best lines of Trump's State of the Union. It went viral. After tens of millions of views online, Pelosi sent her Gestapo after us. Here is an official Pelosi spokesperson demanding in public that Facebook and Twitter take our meme down. When Facebook and Twitter told him to shove it, Pelosi's little gremlin screamed, "Take it down!" You can see it. It's all in public. The tweets are still up. We checked. It's so humiliating. But it's all about control. The memes will just not comply, and they never will. There is not much in culture that is owned by the right. The left owns virtually everything. But memes, guys, memes are ours. This is our culture. Never give up your culture. This is precisely why in an interview with President Trump this week, we asked culturally consequential questions. Fauci, Melania, Vogue, the Olympics. We will air the entire interview in just a moment. But our question about Jim Acosta, guys, this was meme-worthy.
What was the most annoying part about working in the White House, and why was it Jim Acosta?
Jim Acosta, he's a part of that establishment of really fake news. It's just, I can't think of a better term. I hope it was my term. I hope I came up with it. It was one of our good ones. But the fact is, he's a bad guy. He's got a lot of problems, and I guess his ratings are his biggest problem because his show failed.
Come on. I mean, come on. Yeah, all right. I like Trump with a big gold necklace. This show is devoted to culture and the preservation of it by conservatives. We will celebrate cultural warriors on the show who fight back.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 70 million homes. You can get Newsmax TV on your cable system or check your cable guide. And if your system doesn't carry Newsmax, call them, tell them you want Newsmax TV, because we're real news for real people.